Y'all know Dame Dash selling his shares of Rocafella? Impossible. Y'all got money to buy Rocafella? Dame Dash's 33% ownership of Rocafella is up for auction. When is it? August 29th this month. Now, according to musicbusinessworld.com, Dame Dash's 33.3% ownership in Rocafella Records isn't even currently owned by him. Now, back in 2021, when there was the big NFT craze, Dame Dash tried to auction off his 33.3% ownership of Reasonable Doubt, a release under Rocafella Records, as an NFT. Now, Dame Dash's percentage of Rocafella Records being auctioned off stems from a 2022 legal dispute. Now, in 2022, film producer Josh Weber sued Dame Dash for copyright infringement for the 2019 film Dear Friend. Dash was accused of trying to sell this film as his own to different companies under a different name. Now, throughout this legal dispute, Weber and Muddy Water Films ended up winning the battle. Now, since Weber won that legal dispute back in 2022, he claimed to the courts that Dame Dash refused to pay. So to get paid, he petitioned the courts to have Dame Dash's ownership in Rocafella auctioned off to make good on what he was owed for copyright infringement. I don't know how you accomplish that. How can you tell me to sell something because I owe you? That's not fair. But anyway, whoever the buyer is for this 33.3% stake in Rocafella needs to know this. You won't be able to do anything with your shares unless majority rules on that action. So if you think you're going to take out a loan against your shares, that's not happening. If you think you're going to sublease your shares to other individuals, that's not happening. Now, another attorney from the Raw law firm stated that if Dame Dash wanted to slow up this process, best thing that he could do is file for bankruptcy. That will hold off on the auction that takes place at the end of this month and push things out until this bankruptcy is completely resolved. Now, according to XXL.com, whoever ends up purchasing the 33.3% share of Rocafella Records from Dame Dash will only have 7 years to do whatever they're going to do with it, because at the end of that 7 years, full ownership in perpetuity goes right back to Jay-Z. So what this breaks down to is that in Jay-Z's original record deal, he's going to retain ownership of the copyrights after the music had been released for 35 years. In the next 7 years, that will be the case. Now, in order to qualify as a bidder for that 33.3% of Dame Dash's stake in Rocafella Records, you have to put down a deposit of almost $250,000. The minimum price for this actual percentage will be $1.2 million. You can definitely go for more, but of that $1.2 million, a little over $800,000 will go to settling the court case that Dame Dash had with Weber. Now, whatever the difference is of that $1.2 million and the $800,000 that he owes, Dame Dash will receive that money back. So what does this mean? Jay-Z and Dame Dash don't have any beef. It's just business. Dame Dash, in being an entrepreneur, has had multiple investments over these years where he's tried to grow and multiply his money. And owning a third of a record label, you still don't have majority share, meaning that you're not able to do exactly what you want to do when you want to do. You must get agreement from the other shareholders to move accordingly with that entire entity, because even though you own a third of it, it's still one business, and that one business has to make a decision with whatever business move they make. This episode of Really Royce TV is being brought to you by AURA.WATCH. AURA.WATCH. Log on today if you want a brand new luxury watch that's taking over the marketplace. Log on to AURA.WATCH, pick out your own, and use my discount code ROYCE30. It'll give you 30% off whatever the advertised price is. It doesn't matter if it's a vintage watch or a brand new watch, you'll get 30% off. AURA.WATCH.